Get in here. Ching. What's up, guys? So we are here today to talk about the new piece of equipment that we have added to the roster. But first, I want to show this off. But first, don't forget, guys, please leave a comment down below with your favorite guitar model, your favorite Gibson, whatever it may be. Hit the like button, hit subscribe. There's also a link to my Patreon. I don't have any bonus stuff yet, but if you want to support the channel, please feel free to do so. That would really mean the world to me. This is a Gibson Les Paul 1-of-1 mod shop in root beer sparkle. It is an amazing guitar. This is actually the Les Paul that made me fall in love with Gibsons and really want to have an instrument that is at that upper end of quality and craftsmanship because it's perfect. Everything about it is something that I love. I love the weight. I love the thickness of the neck. All right. I love the headstock. I love the tuners. I think it is gorgeous and it inspires me to play. But unfortunately, this is not my guitar. This belongs to one of my best friends on this planet, Carrington Zane Sklar. Guys, Carrington is such an awesome and generous person, and we had played a string of shows in the recent months, or in the ending months of 2025, and when he went home, because he kind of exploded his Achilles tendon, he said to me, "Jake, I have to come back for my truck in a few months anyway. Why don't you just hang on to my Gibson Les Paul and see if it's something that you like?" So I've been playing this very, very frequently, guys. You've seen it in every video for the last couple months, and I do love it. It is an amazing instrument. So amazing, it inspired me to get one of my own. But here's the kicker. This is the Les Paul that I ordered. And there's something different about this Les Paul than every other Les Paul. And let's start with this one because it's actually an Epiphone. I know what you guys are thinking. You're going to say, "Jake, why did you get an Epiphone when you could have got a Gibson?" Well, guys, I'll tell you what. The reason I chose to get this Epiphone over every other Gibson Les Paul is because this one is absolutely spec'd the out. This thing is insane. Now, Guitar Center actually sent me the wrong instrument. I ordered this one from Hollywood, and Guitar Center had mailed me one from Alabama. And when I opened the box, I thought it would have been cool, but it was actually a 7-string. And not that I don't love 7-strings. I have a 7-string. It's in the shop right now at the Jackson Custom Shop, getting a little bit of work done on it. But because I don't need a 7-string, I need a workhorse guitar that is versatile and low maintenance and just easy to use. That's what I need it for, and that's what this is. So I ended up calling Guitar Center Hollywood and having to drive down there. It took about 6 hours to get there and back, but I say it was well worth it, guys. So this is an Epiphone MKH Origin Custom. That is a Matt Heafy from the band Trivium signature guitar. And guys, when I saw the specs on this thing, I couldn't resist to get this one. Now, price-wise, it's actually a little bit cheaper than a lot of the entry-level Gibsons. But when it comes to the specs, it's actually way punching above its weight class. Now, when we talk about the entry-level Gibsons, like your Les Paul Standards and some of the other stuff that you might see at Guitar Center, those I played and they were nice. However, I wasn't in love with them like I am with that Gibson Les Paul over there. I played a Greenie replica with the upside down pickup on the neck, and honestly, I didn't like it. I kind of hated it. The neck was really thick. I didn't like the matte finish on it. It wasn't something that I felt drawn to, that I felt inspired by. But then I saw the band Trivium with my wife. We went to this concert. She's a really big fan of Ginger. I have recently become a huge fan of Trivium. And I saw Matt Heafy on stage playing with this exact guitar. Not a Gibson, an Epiphone. Okay? He is touring around the planet taking Epiphone Les Pauls on the road with him. And I'll tell you what, guys, that is insanely commendable. Now, Trivium is a band where I have seen them on accident like 4 or 5 times now and never realized how awesome they really are. Guys, Trivium might be the coolest band out there right now. One, they just seem like solid dudes. They're really, really cool. Every interview I see with them, it just seems like they're very approachable and cool to hang out with. And that kind of means something to me. 2, Matt Heafy is a jiu-jitsu black belt, and I'm a jiu-jitsu brown belt, not quite a black belt yet, but yeah, like, so he's into jiu-jitsu. And number 3, the songs fucking rip, dude. The songs are insane. So I really did a deep dive on Trivium and who they are and, you know, what they're about, and I'm kind of into it. Let's get into the specs of this guitar. Now, we're going to start up here at the headstock. Not only does this headstock have those beautiful mother of pearl inlays with the gold hardware, but it also has locking tuners, which is something I don't see on very many Les Pauls out there. Even that mod shop doesn't have locking tuners, right? The nut is made out of plastic. I believe it may be G10 or something like that. Could be Tusk. I'm not entirely certain. But I do notice the sustain on this thing is actually pretty nice. Next, let's get to the back of the guitar. Now, this one actually has a cutaway right here on the where your hand would be when you play up in this high register. That makes it very, very easy to get around the neck. The other Gibsons do not have this cutaway, and I really appreciate this. I generally see this on like the LTD whatever 1000s, and those are sick guitars. However, it's not the LTD I would get. I'm more of a LTD bullet kind of guy. I love flying V guitars, or V-shaped guitars. So yeah, that's kind of what I would have got if I got an LTD, not the 1000, whatever it is. But yeah, so that cutaway, very, very nice when you're playing like solos and stuff like that. Now, third, if you look here on the strap lugs, they actually are like kind of like a almond shaped, kind of like a snake's eye. And that is its own locking system. So these straps lock on themselves, and that's awesome, guys. That's super, super cool that they have an innovative new locking method for your strap. So I don't have to worry about my strap coming off, right? It's locked on there. That's one problem I see with a lot of the Gibsons, particularly that one from the mod shop, is that the locking lugs are just really small, and my strap falls off a lot, and that's a very expensive guitar to have falling off a lot. Now, we look at the mother of pearl inlays, right? I believe these are stainless steel frets, an ebony fretboard, the white finish. It's gorgeous, but guys, here is the biggest kicker of all. Yes, you see correctly, guys. These are Fishman Fluence pickups. So, Fishman pickups are absolutely the top of the line right now, guys. I don't think there are much better pickups that you could ask for than Fishman's. I think these are the Matt Heafy signatures as well. I don't know if they're Fishman Moderns or if they're Fluences or Heafy signatures, but guys, they are Fishman pickups and they rip. Guys, all Fishman pickups are active pickups. So there's my 9-volt battery spot right there. But they also have voicing options, which you can do that, right? You see how it comes up and down? Boom. So you have 4 different voice selectors on this guitar. So that means instead of switching through my pickups, I can change the voicing just by, boom, pulling out a knob, just like that. And guys, this adds so much versatility to the instrument that I find it just to be absolutely above and beyond awesome. The reason I picked the Epiphone over the Gibson is not because of the reasons that everyone on Reddit is saying, oh, you're too poor to afford a real Gibson, you're a broke boy, what color's your Bugatti, whatever, all that kind of stuff, guys. That's not the reason why. The reason why we got an Epiphone today, guys, is because this thing is rad. And I would say this is more geared towards the modern metal player than a lot of Les Pauls have been for a long, long time. So, that being said, guys, let's do a little bit of playing.